If you're selling your Long Island home in 2026, you've probably asked this question: should I list with a realtor or sell to a cash buyer? The honest answer is, it depends, and this video is going to give you the framework to figure out which path is right for your specific situation. Let's start with the big picture. Two completely different approaches, two completely different outcomes. With a traditional realtor, you're playing the long game: listing, staging, showings, negotiations, waiting on buyer financing. The upside is you might get a higher offer. The downside is the process takes 60 to 120 days, and there are real costs eating into that number before you ever reach the closing table. With a cash buyer, you're trading maximum price for maximum speed and certainty. No repairs, no showings, no mortgage approval process, and no deals falling through 2 days before closing because a buyer's lender said no. You close in 7 to 14 days, sometimes sooner if title is clean. Now let's talk real numbers, because that's what actually matters. Take a $500,000 Long Island home that needs about $30,000 in work. Here's what the traditional sale path actually looks like after you do the math. Agent commission, and I want to be clear here, since the NAR settlement took effect on August 17, 2024, commission rates are now fully negotiable. They're no longer standardized at 5 to 6%, but let's use 5.5% as a benchmark. That's $27,500 off the top. Add $30,000 for repairs and staging. Add carrying costs. If the sale takes 90 days, you're paying roughly $3,000 per month in mortgage, taxes, and utilities on a home you've mentally moved on from. That's another $9,000. You're now at $434,500 net before factoring in buyer concessions or any price reductions after inspection. Now the cash sale. A cash buyer makes an offer based on the after-repair value of the property minus repair costs, holding costs, and their margin. On this $500,000 home, that might look like a $420,000 offer. You close in 10 days, no commission, no repairs, no carrying costs. You walk away with approximately $420,000, and you didn't spend 3 months in limbo or $30,000 up front. That's roughly a $14,500 difference. For most sellers in a rush, dealing with a distressed property, or facing a situation where certainty matters more than chasing an extra few percent, that math makes perfect sense. So when does the cash sale actually win? When your home needs significant repairs and you can't afford the upfront cost or the time. When you're going through a divorce and both parties need the asset liquidated fast. When you're in pre-foreclosure and the clock is running. When you've inherited a property from out of state and you're not in a position to manage repairs and showings remotely. When you're relocating for work and need to close before your start date. In all of these situations, the certainty and speed of a cash sale isn't just convenient. It's the only path that actually works. When does the realtor route make more sense? When your home is move-in ready, you have the financial cushion to cover months of carrying costs, and you can afford to wait for a buyer who's emotionally invested in the home. Traditional buyers, the ones buying with mortgages because they're going to live there, often pay top dollar because they fall in love with a property. If your home is in excellent condition in a desirable Long Island neighborhood, listing with a realtor could legitimately net you more money, and it's worth exploring. Here's the framework I'd use to make this decision. First, how fast do you actually need to close? Second, what condition is the property in, and what would it cost to get it market ready? Third, can you afford the carrying costs for 60 to 120 days? Fourth, what's your risk tolerance for deals falling through? And fifth, is this a distressed situation, divorce, foreclosure, probate, inherited property, where speed and simplicity matter more than squeezing out every dollar? If you answered honestly and the cash sale path makes sense for your situation, the next step is simple. Call us at 5165-486558 or visit thepropertyfather.com. We'll give you a no-obligation offer within 24 hours so you have a concrete number to compare against whatever a realtor might tell you. Most sellers find that having both numbers side by side makes the decision a lot clearer.